Let's take a look at the expert picks tonight. Danny takes Tampa Bay's defense is going to shut everything down. They get the W 23-10. Joe says it's going to be a rough day for the DC fans. They're going to take a big loss, 35-18. However, Dave says Josiah Perkins is the best player on his team. He shows us why again today, taking DC Knights 26-24. And James says Tampa Bay just doesn't match up with DC. They'll play catch-up all day, 28-19. DC Knights have a 43% chance of winning based on 1,000 simulations. And here we go, we're going to hop right into the game. Did you know you can switch between button passing, default, and manually? What in the world does that even mean? Not my problem. And here we are. Coin toss, Tampa will select tails. Oh, and DC won the toss, they'll elect a kick. I think. I can really read it. I have this big bar at the bottom of the screen. What's happening? Come on, there we go. Oh, DC elected to receive. And the kick is off. It's going to be Perkins in the back, returning. He breaks two. Oh, he couldn't get through that second. He gets through the first, however. The teams will huddle now. Now, I should be able to switch views. You guys are going to, this is something that, Madden really doesn't offer us. This is why we chose Access Football. Look at this. Boom. I can change the views. This is sick. So we're going to line up behind the quarterback this time. Rudy Tutea is going to hand this off the bridges, and he's going to take it for a gain. DC Knights up huge. 9 yards and some more. Almost the whole 10. So, second and inches here as the clock begins to run down. DC Knights, they've been here since the first season. This is just the Tampa Bay Royals' second season won by Hezekiah Rowland. Oh, and Rudy Tutea shakes one off. Oh, but it was almost a play. What a man, that pocket. He reminds me of a young Big Ben, just able to shake that, shake that pressure right off him. Rudy Tutea has been here since season 1. He's been a good quarterback since his arrival. He's never let down the fans. And gets the first down there to Laus or someone. Give me a first down for DC Knights on their third play here. And right, Rudy Tutea, came in as halfway through the season as a LA Viking, led them to a 2-2 record. He went 2-0 as a starter, and then the Vikings let him go. He went to their rivals. Let's hand it off to Gordon. He went to their rivals, the LA Outlaws, where he led them to a championship appearance, but sadly was sick the day of the game and could not make it. Other issues occurred. He stuck it through with the Outlaws, eventually retiring Season 4 to come back this season, Season 5. The first season of the AFL, of course. And here he is now. He got drafted to the DC Knights. He sends a receiver motion. We're going to take snap. It's going to be a pitch out to Goodwin. Oh, he misses a blocking assignment. That could have been a huge gain. Wow. Almost. First down and more. If he could have hit that edge, who knows what would have happened there. The Royals really didn't do much this draft. They have Noah Wee, they have Vincent Cosentino. If you take a look at the Royals draft class, not too much there. Oh, almost caught there, almost pulled in. Would have been nice. Actually, I don't even think the Royals drafted, did they? No, they did. They took Alan Bishop Jr., the right end. So we'll keep an eye on him. You can see him on the left side of your screen, I believe. He's the really short one that's really heavy. Oh, a deep shot! Oh, the receiver sold the bag. Almost had a beautiful play there. Receiver sold the clip, though. That's a big issue in Rudy Tutea's. He's not afraid to sling it downfield. He'll get it, though. He's got the arm. I didn't even pay attention to what was happening. I was too busy coming up that play. And this is going to be a throwaway for Noah Wee. Noah Wee, the second-year quarterback, came in onto one of his best friend's teams, Vincent Cosentino, a third-year receiver, one-time Offensive Player of the Year. And these guys, they have great connection. But when you're playing against a team like the DC Knights, it's going to be hard for Vincent to get open. And that's Warner there for a tackle for a loss, a decent tackle for a loss at that, getting on backfield. Let's go ahead and switch up the view here for a little bit. take a look. They're backed up quite far. I mean, they're at their 21. It's going to be a handoff this time, and it's again blown up by the DC Knights defensive line. That's their strong shoot, and there it is. Massive Slongdong Jr., the cornerback for the DC Knights. Drafted him. He's been a major impact in the offseason for them. Showing why he is. It's going to be a punt now. Back returning. I believe that's going to be Jesus. And he breaks one. He gets free. He's taking it up the sideline. And they finally get him down at about the 25. The DC Knights are already knocking on the red zone. They're about to be in red zone territory, they're already in scoring position. But Rudy Tutea and the DC Knights hands off the bridges up the middle. And it's good for about 4. There we go. Hard for me to breathe. I'm a little sick. I'm sorry. I apologize. I definitely think accelerated clock shouldn't be as high as it is. That's probably my mistake, but there we go. Another hand off the bridges. This time, he cuts back inside, maybe for a gain of 2. Yeah, 3. So, not awful. Rudy, you got to get something going here. You know he will. He always does. Rudy's fabulous when it comes to moving the offense, especially on the passing. And you see trips out to the right there. And hands it off into. Oh, Bridges! They're a little fancy. It's probably going to be 4th and 1. Yeah, they might go for it. Barnett with a beautiful tackle. DC Knights, we didn't really talk about their defense. Massive Frog Swangdong Jr. on the and they take the field goal. He's the cornerback. Then they have Aaron Donald Jr. played by ETG. He's been here since season 3, I believe. So he's a 3rd year now. And yeah, Aaron Donald Jr. has Defensive Rookie of the Year, I believe. Almost, he was right outside the Defensive Player of the Year at one point. And then they have Derrick Henry, I believe. They have Derrick Henry, the wide receiver. So I definitely am looking forward to seeing Rudy Tutea and Derrick Henry connect later in this game. 3:25 left in the first already, and a lot of clock run down this game. Let's have a quick look. Noah trips out to the right there. Noah gonna drop back and play action. He's sending one deep, and it's caught. That's Vincent Cosentino at the 10, and he's gonna get taken out at about the 2-yard line. Noah showing what he can do. What a throw. Getting his team upfield into the red zone quick. As now the Tampa Bay Royals are knocking on they're knocking on the end zone. Sends the receiver out in motion. Takes a snap. Looking for something. Oh, and he gets taken down. I think that's Aaron Jr. And that was Ramos. Something. Ramos? Chat, let me know how to say that. It's really like a little pronunciation thing. But the sack comes in from Ramos on the way. Oh, it's a scramble for Noah taking up the middle, down at about the 2 there. 3rd and goal once more at the 2-yard line. And that was a beautiful play call by the offensive coordinator. I mean, defense was not prepared for it. They thought for sure he was passing. We're almost here, don't sell. As the owner of the Tampa Bay Royals in chat, he motions his running back out wide, trips right, it's going to be on the slant, and he finds his receiver, Anthony Daniels, on the out route. It's a touchdown, Tampa Bay. First 6. Noah had a rough rookie season last year in the NFL. He comes to the AFL, and he's making big-time plays. It's going to be, the kick is good, 7-3. Tampa Bay lead nearing the end of the first. However, we saw at DC Knights, they have the weapons. I mean, they're not a force to really mess with. You saw that last punt return. You've seen what they've been doing in the run game. As soon as Rudy gets comfortable out there throwing and connects with Derrick Henry, it should be game. Now Perkins on the return. Gonna cut back, breaks one, finally gets brought down about the 22. Oh, they give him the 27. Wow. I guess they don't count as cutback. Oh, yeah, that was the 27. I was looking at the 5 like it was the 20. Jeez, my bad. They're gonna come out in ISO. Just twins out left. They're going to motion their receiver out right in. And it's going to run. Bridges going to get some room. He breaks one. He's taking off. And that's a good 23-yard rush there from Ian Bridges. Now Damian Goodwin coming in. And that was just a beautiful run. You don't see many of those in today's game. Ian Bridges, 6 rushes for 45 yards. He's having himself quite a stretch. Shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Goodwin this time. Goodwin's going to get blown up backfield. Come on. Making the tackle for loss. Zachary Hamon, that's who it was. He has 2 TFLs so far this game. I'm really curious to see when Alan Bishop Jr. is going to make an impact. He's about, I think, 5'2" or 5 foot flat, and he's 500 pounds. But he has some decent speed. Can't really miss him. Starts to make you wonder if he's even in the game. Let's check the depth chart. Why don't we? Just a moment. Tampa Bay. D-line. He is. Left defensive end. He's in there. And you can see it there. 5'2", 500 pounds. I was not kidding you. And yeah, DC, wide receiver, Derrick Henry. So what number is Derrick Henry? We're going to look for him. He's 85. So, you see him out wide right. That's where he is. He cuts, and they're going to target the running back there, Ryan. He gets away from the one, and he's going to get brought down. I mean, this pass game has not been all. It's a lot of short passes, a lot of really just like little stuff. It reminds me of the Steelers offense from the NFL. 3rd and 10 now from the 50. You know you have to pass here, and then you hand it off. It's a fumble. Maybe not. Maybe I just saw that wrong. Maybe it wasn't a fumble. I don't think it wasn't. But it's a turnover. It's 4th and 4. You're gonna have to turn over the ball here. 9 minutes in the second left, so switch views here. The punt is underway, and it's way back there. So give me a touchback now. They bring it up to the 20. Tampa Bay leads 7-3 with 8:39 to go in the half. This angle, it's not bad. It's just it's not the best. Like you have this. This is a decent angle. Like you can see the field. This is what we wish we had. And Reese with the pitch, going to be a gain of 2 there. I'm really excited also when Aaron Donald Jr. is going to make an impact here. Haven't seen him yet this game. Damian Reese, 3 rushes for 3 yards. You gotta stop turning off the ball. Noah Wee drops back to pass. Man open, shallow, and it's all out of reach. That's his biggest inconsistency is his accuracy. We saw it a lot in the old NFL days. It seems to be returning heroes. Noah Wee just struggling to find his target in the open field. Let's see, we have a fullback and a running back. Sends one receiver in motion. Vincent Cosentino out right. And he's going to be a play action. This one brought in by Vincent Cosentino makes a rough reception there. And it's going to be holding. It's going to take him all the way back. Vincent Cosentino really just did what he could. For those of you that don't know the story of Vincent, he was drafted by the Living Paradise Dolphins in season 3. You know, he carried them to playoffs. I mean, he was a single-handedly carried them to playoffs. Deep shot though to Vincent, and he pulls it in. First down for Noah Wee. But he carried them to playoffs. Season 4, he went where Noah Wee got drafted. He met up with Noah Wee on the Royals. They connected. Noah Wee did struggle a lot, but Vincent's route running was so strong, so dominant. And yeah, like Ace Card said in chat, it's a great duo. And you saw it there. Noah Wee might not be the most accurate, but Vincent Cosentino's going to pull it in. You know, he's always open. That's one thing you'll see with him. He has the speed and the route running ability. When you have him on your team, you know he's open. And it's like Cooper Cup. It's like Cooper Cup. The run to Reese up the middle is going to be good for what, 4 there? Yeah. 3rd and 5 now. Reese is really, the Royals in general, struggling to get the run game going. You see 5 rushes, 7 yards. They're struggling out there. And it's a pitch to Reese. This time going to be... Oh, ball came loose. Reese instantly picked that thing back up. It's going to be 4th and 2 with 5:17 and counting. They're going to set the punt the ball down to DC. So plenty of time for DC to, score here, get the lead before half. Because now we're subpar 50 or 5 with 4:50 and the returner's just going to let it bounce. As it just barely goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Knights now have it at the 20. See the play clock, 35 seconds. Get out of here, John. John just tried FaceTiming me. Watch the stream, alright? Support Centennial. Don't FaceTime me. I'm not going to it. So well. And a pitch to Bridges. And he's going to get taken down. TFL for Barnett again. I believe that's his 3rd of the game. Injury. Perkins goes down with a leg injury, but he's expected to return. Ian Bridges, 8 rushes for 45 yards. You see the difference between Bridges and Reese. Tutea dropping back, and he's going to find Horton along the sideline. 3rd and 5 now. We really just have to look for Derrick Henry. I mean, I wonder if he's just not getting open. That could be it. Tutea, 3 for 5 for 10 yards. Polar opposite between him and... No, Rudy Tutea is supposed to be that good franchise quarterback you can rely on. While Noah Wee, he's a franchise quarterback, but you can't always rely on him. And it's really looking like the opposite tonight. Rudy Tutea and company gonna have to punt with 3 minutes left. Plenty of time for this Royals offense to get things moving. As the punt's just about the 30 or 35 there. It's one man and Cosentino in the return shakes one off. Shakes another. He hits the edge. He's going. Oh, he almost made it. He's down at about the 15 there. What a beautiful return for Vincent Cosentino. Gets his team in great position. Actually, right on the red zone marker. So. And he snaps, drops back. No pressure on him. Drops it out to Reese, but Reese breaks one. Gonna get brought down around the 9. Vincent Cosentino's now coming in for Trenton Lindsay. I don't know why they really bumped out. Yeah, what a return indeed. Noah Wee, 5 for 7, 94 yards and a touchdown. And there's the 2-minute warning. But what a game for Noah Wee. You can't be upset. The kid struggled his rookie year. He still led the team to a conference championship. But he struggled. And that's one thing where you can't be upset. He did good his rookie season. Oh, the ball comes loose! It's going to be gone! Picking it up. He's taking it down the sideline. Man in sight, and it gets brought down. It's a beautiful, the 3rd fumble of the game. Finally, it's a turnover, as now the DC Knights have the ball on the 49-yard line. The opposing team's 49-yard line with a minute 52 and counting. Not going to be a run this time as Rudy Tutea dropping back. Looking for it. He finds Derrick Henry for the first reception of the game for a 1-yard pass. And the owner of the Tampa Bay Royals in chat sending lots of crying emojis. We understand how you feel. We're not really, because I'm rooting for the DC Knights, but that's just me. Because I don't like the Royals. And what a pass! Rudy Tutea is in the zone. Oh my god. Johnson brings it down for a reception. A beautiful, beautiful target by Rudy Tutea. That's going to get them the first down, but the clock is still going. Minute 27 and counting. They just didn't get in the field goal range. This is a 7-3 game. Hold them off. Or 7-6 game. But a touchdown is where they'd like to be. The pressure coming on. It's right out of range of Derrick Henry, or Derrick Henry in general. Almost another first down potentially. And the defense coming out, and what looks to be cover 4. Rudy Tutea start to get things moving for the offense. He's looking, sending a deep shot, caught by Derrick Henry, touchdown DC Knights. I told you all, the connection between Rudy Tutea and Derrick Henry would be like none other. And there it was. He let it soar out deep, and he brought that in with one hand for the touchdown reception. score now after the PAT, which is hardly good. Oh my goodness. It's going to be 10-7. The DC Knights quickly getting back. A minute 11 on the clock. They're going to kick this one off now to the Tampa Bay Royals. And what a game indeed. Gonzalez to kick it. It's going to be back there. Vincent Cosentino looking for a good return to get his team in good position again. But he gets crammed up. Ball is going to be down at about the 28. And now we wait to see if the Royals can respond with a minute 7 left on the clock. They try to get something done. Motions receiver. It's Vincent Cosentino now in the slot. He's going up on a post, and it's a sack! What a play by Kim, putting them back at the 18. That's a 10-yard loss. Yeah, it almost looked like, you know, Noe was trying to get that ball out, and then, you know, that defensive end came in, clobbered him, but Vincent Cosentino out far right. And it's going to be a lob up, but the cornerback is there, and he's playing great coverage. 30 seconds left, 3rd and 20. I can't even see where this injury is, so we'll get you caught up just in a second as it pops up. And it was a DC Knight, Leonard, the defensive back. He has a head injury, not expected to return. So that's really rough. You see Vincent Cosentino out left far, and it's going to be a pick. There's running the ball. He gets brought down at about the 26, or 24, yeah. So 4th and 15, 18 seconds remaining and counting. They're going to let this clock run to the half, it looks like. Maybe they're going to punt it. Are they actually going to punt it and give the DC Knights time to score? They do. With 6 remaining, 5, 4, 3, clock will expire as Derrick Henry returns. He breaks one. He hits the side. Henry is going. One in motion. And he gets brought down at just about the 32. And that's your halftime. Take a look. The DC Knights lead 10-7. Looking at the stats here. Rudy Tutea, 6 for 9, 69, 59 yards, 1 touchdown. Cosentino, 5 for 8, 94 yards, 1 touchdown. Take a look at the player stats here. Let's look at some rushing stats. Yeah, Reese, he's averaging 1.6 an attempt. Not good. Bridges, though, 4.7 an attempt. 9 attempts, 42 yards. Take a look at the receiving. Vincent Cosentino is having himself a game with 3 receptions, 87, 3 targets. As well as DC, Derrick Henry, 2 receptions, 38 yards. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, 5 tackles for Wright. TFL is 2 from Burnett. Even looking at DC, 6 tackles from Tannehill. And 2 from Warner on the TFLs. He also has a forced fumble. That's crazy. As now, that scared you. I would be scared too. He almost broke it. I mean, if that guy didn't get to the edge in time, he was gone. We'd be looking at a 17-7 game at half. But Gonzalez to kick it off now to start the 3rd quarter. 10 minutes on the clock, and Cosentino back to return. Looks to be a gap up the middle, but he's not going to make it there. He's down at about the 31-yard line. 9:55 to start the 3rd here on this drive. Noe and company definitely had some time to talk things over in the locker room, figure out their situation. And as they step out here, taking the snap, looks like there's going to be a run here. Vincent being the right receiver out. It's going to be pitch to Reese, and he's going to break the first one, but get taken down right away for a 5-yard gain, though. He's coming back out. He's definitely making an attempt. Returning from injury, Perkins, the wide receiver for the DC Knights, is now back out here. So maybe that's going to implement a lot more passing from Rudy. He saw what he could do with just Derrick Henry. Now he has Perkins as well. I mean, it's been a great offensive game for them. It's just, and a sack comes in from none other. Ramos again. I thought that was Aaron Donald Jr. I thought Aaron Donald Jr. got back there, but no, Ramos with a beautiful 6-yard sack there. Keaton Ramos, 3 tackles, 2 sacks. Good game for him. Motions receiver out right. A handoff to Reese inside. Another good run for Reese. That's another 7-yard gain, I believe. Yeah, 7. Maybe it was. Yeah, it was 7. I'm just really bad with math. And they come out here. It's 4th and 4. They're going to punt to DC now. Just under 8 minutes remaining. Almost a block punt, and he's going to go for a return. It's Derrick Henry back there returning. Oh, and he gets taken down with the leg tackle there, and he's not getting up. Okay, he's starting to get up now. He's starting to get up. I really thought he was down. Reese with the grease. Oh, okay. But now the Knights come out here to start their second half drive. First of the night. They send Derrick Henry. Oh, a handoff to Bridges. That's going to be a good 4-yard run there. Or 5. He got 5 on that. Wow. 2nd and 5 on the 30 now. 7:40 and counting. This game, very close. These two teams, let me remind you, 2 of the best in the division. I mean, this is the AFC, or this is the NFC North, or NFC East, one of the two? No, this is the North. NFC North here. And, I mean, it's the DC Knights, Tampa Bay Royals, New York Dragons, and Snowington. No. I gotta look at the divisions. Take a look here. So the MFC North is Snowington, Ravenwood, Michigan, and Robertwood. This is the NFC East of Tampa Bay Royals, New York Dragons, DC Knights, and the Altoona Engineers. Altoona, not a bad team. It's a bunch of hometown boys from Altoona playing Altoona football. Tampa Bay Royals, you know, they're definitely in competition. New York Dragons, they're definitely competition. You know, the entire MFC. Oh my goodness! What a throw from Rudy Tutea, finding Perkins down the line, across the sideline. Beanie Twitch now hops into chat, the owner of the DC Knights, just in time to see a beautiful throw from his quarterback. The veteran quarterback robs him for the second-year wide receiver, and he gets his toes down. What a play, as now Hamad in there for a TFL against Bridges. I can't even hate on that, Ace Code says, with a frowning emoji. You can't. He's a vet, and he's doing what vets do. Airing out the ball to his young wide receivers to make plays. And right there again, Goodwin gets the first down. He stretches that ball out. Ian Bridges now coming in for Damian Goodwin, the running back. The DC Knights, I told you all not to sleep on them. 43% chance that the DC Knights win. Make that 100% chance. He's going to send Derrick Henry in motion in the slot. It's going to be our handoff to Bridges. Looks like it's going to be a TFL though. For Chapman. We have not seen Allen Bishop Jr. or Aaron Donald Jr., the two, you know, prominent defensive ends on each team, make a play. Tyree Chapman there with his first tackle of the game. You see Derrick Henry out far to the left. I'm not sure exactly where Perkins is. I'm assuming he's the one in motion going to the slot. Yes. And it's going to be a deep shot. Oh, almost caught. Man, that was just feeling in coverage. It was a little short though. But you couldn't throw that in the higher risk. It's probably going to be picked, I would assume. We come out in the motion. Yeah, that has to be Perkins. Perkins has to be 82. They send Derrick Henry Jr. into motion right now. Send him on that. Oh, and it's Johnson! Tyree Johnson in there for a touchdown. A beautiful pass. You know, Rudy found that slot. I mean, I don't even know how to talk about that. Rudy Tutea. He found a beautiful window open. He put the ball in the window, and Johnson just made the reception and put it in. The PAT's up, and now it is 17-7 ball game with 3 left in the third. It's now Ace Card, owner of the Tampa Bay Royals, telling them to pull it together in chat. And a lot of no. Kickoff now from Gonzalez, going to be out to Vincent Cosentino once again. Right outside the hashes, left hash. He's going right into concession. He sticks it up the middle. Takes off one. Takes off another. And he's finally going to get wrapped up about the 45-yard line. Almost broke free for a kick return. You already know Ace Card was flipping out about that. He was excited. They come out in a 3-2 formation. There's a flag. Gonna send one shallow to Reese, and it's gonna be good for 3. Let's see what the flag is on the play. Offsides against the defense. They're gonna accept that. Doesn't get them any more yards than they would have had, as it's now 1st and 5 once again. Just they lost the stats there, so I guess go teams. Damian Reese, 10 rushes for 223 yards. I mean, he's better than what he was doing, but he's still averaging 2.3. No, we drop him back. Gonna look up the seam. It's Vincent Cosentino on the slant. The Royals are making the chains move. There's still 12 minutes of, regular time. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. This is Noe drops back in the pass. And it's Logan. He's going to turn that upfield. You see here, the DC Knights are really expecting that deep pass game. They're really just trying to neutralize Vincent Cosentino to where if he breaks off a DB shallow, there's still support over top. It looks like they're playing cover 4, and they're really just letting those short passes go. But that's kind of eating them alive is now Noah Wee around the 45-yard line. He's going to come up there to Reese though, and he's going to get brought down for about a yard. So 3rd and 3 here. Oh, it's actually a TFL. Norman got back there to make a TFL. It's 3rd and 3. 45 seconds now. It's now Damian Reese at 11 for 24. Not doing too good. He's going to drop back now, and he's going to find Daniels on the sideline. The clock continues to go though. I think clock only stops on when you go out of bounds after the 2-minute warning. I'm not too sure on that though. They've spent 2 minutes and 50 seconds on this drive, and now it is the 4th quarter. It's one of these spots in the game where Tampa Bay, even if they score here, DC's going to be up by 3. As long as they can score or even just run clock and kick a field goal, the odds of Tampa Bay winning this game are shallow. DC really just has to run the ball and waste as much clock as they can. And it's going to be a beautiful TFL by none other than Aaron Donald Jr. He finally got back there. The former Defensive Rookie of the Year is making a name for himself with a beautiful TFL in the backfield for a 4-yard loss on the run. It's his 2nd tackle of the game, first TFL. You see they're covering the flats, and it's a beautiful swat down. The defense is coming in clutch here at the 34-yard line. The DC Knights are out here making plays. They come in with a 4-1 formation. You see Vincent far out right. They're going to motion their left receiver into the slot. Taking the snap, Noe dropping back. He's airing it out to Vincent in 3-on-1 contention, and it's no good. 4th and 14. They're going to have to take a field goal or attempt to go for it. And we're making rookie moves. Come on, Noah. Well, you're making rookie moves by a quarterback in his 2nd season. I mean, you have to expect that. You can't expect a guy. Oh, and the field goal's no good. It was a 51-yarder. No good by Simon. And it's going to be a turnover on downs now. 9 minutes left on the 34. DC Knights 34. You got to expect them to run the ball, raise as much clock as they can to win this. They're up by 10. Takes the snap. Oh, they're passing. He's going to air this one out, and it's just out of range. Oh, almost a beautiful pass there by Rudy Tutea. I'm not exactly sure what the thought process is here. I mean, they're up big. 10 points is a very generous lead. We're going to see it's a run now to Ian Bridges, sorry. It's going to be a gain of 4. 3rd and 6 now. You got to pass here. Unless they run, they have run on like 3rd and long before. Not exactly sure why you do that, but they come out in a 3-1. And it's going to be a handoff again to Ian Bridges. Almost shook that one off, but he wrapped up his foot, sorry. And they're going to be bringing Bridges out. It's 4th and 7. 8 minutes left on the clock, and DC really struggled to do anything with this possession. So they're going to put the ball off. And Vincent Cosentino looks to be wide down there. No one pressing him. There's some guys. And he breaks one, breaks another. He shuts him down like a little kid. And instead of hitting the edge, he goes right into the dog pile. Oh my God. That's just got to be an awareness issue. I mean, if he hits that left edge, I think that's a touchdown. No, we now coming out. You see Vincent Cosentino on the far right there. And he's going to scramble it. No, that wasn't Vincent, actually. They pulled Vincent. And it's going to be a TFL for Norman there. You need to watch film after practice. Jesus. This isn't practice, but... And a handoff up the middle from Reese. Or to Reese, sorry. And it's going to be a beautiful tackle. 3rd and 6 now. And they're struggling to move the ball. I mean, you saw it before the first half. You know, the Tampa Bay Royals were definitely making an impression. They had their offense going. They had good defense. Even though DC's offense was moving, they had better defense. And it really seems like they stayed very neutral with how they played. Only difference is they're slowing down on the passing. While DC is passing more, their offense is more congruent, except for that last drive. And their defense as a whole is just more solid. Seems like Tampa just thought, hey, it was the first half, let's do it again. And pressure by the defensive end. It's going to be good for a 1-yard pass there to Daniels off his back foot as well. So, I mean, it was either that or a sack for probably 10+ yards. He made a good decision there. They come out in a 3-1 with a tight end there on the left side. They're going to send the tight end up. And it's a comeback to Reese, and he gets brought down to flag now. I'm assuming illegal block in the back maybe. And holding against the offense. So it's going to be 2nd and 19 now. Wow. They pulled Damian Reese. I couldn't even see who the other running back was, but Damian Reese is definitely picking it up. 14 carries for 31 yards. That's still like something. No, Reese is still in, I guess. So that was a lie. They didn't pull him. Now they bring in Todd Jimenez for Damian Reese, but Barrett there for a TFL. It's 3rd for 19 again. No, he has to pass here on a 3-1 here. Pulling on the right. He's going to try and air this one out to Vincent Cosentino. Oh, that's not Vincent, that's Logan. I thought that was a 16 on his back. It's 17. And a beautiful catch, though, by, I'm assuming, Aaron Logan. With a big reception. One-on-one coverage. You know, you got to take those ones, and he definitely did take that one and ran with it. And Reese going to hit the edge there, and he's going to get tackled there. I believe that was Slongdong Jr., but I couldn't really read the name. Nope, Slongdong Jr. looks to be 70. Maybe that's not him either. No, Slongdong Jr. is 29. You can tell he has an excessively long last name. And here they are. They're on the 19-yard line, knocking on the red zone. Oh, a beautiful sack. He came out of nowhere. And Warner gets a huge sack for the DC Knights. Ladies and gentlemen, just a time check here. 25 seconds till the 2-minute warning. And they're down by 10. It's not impossible. It sure is going to be hard. And Jimenez with a run, and he's going to get stuffed at the line. They're pulling Jimenez to bring him back out Reese after that huge run he had. 4th and 6 now. You can't really settle for a field goal. It's 2-minute warning. And they're settling for a field goal. Okay. It's going to make it 17-10. I can see them doing this if they go for an onside. But they missed the field goal, so it doesn't even matter. You have to make the field goal to go for an onside. And the field goal was missed at 39 yards. I don't know what else you can really do there. Now it's a turnover on downs, minute 57. And they're just going to run the ball out. Run the ball and waste the clock. DC has this game in the bag. No, they're passing. And a beautiful pass to Perkins up the middle. That's going to be a 1st down. DC Knights, you know, they like to run at the beginning of the game and pass at the end when you should be running the waste clock. But hey, who's going to judge them when they're winning 17-7, about to close out the game opener, season opener at that, and take a W? Hike! And Rudy Tutea is going to take this one. A beautiful block for him. He shakes a tackle as well. And that's good for 8 to 9 yards. And they're going to call a timeout now. Tampa Bay wasting their 2nd timeout of the game. 2nd and inches. So it was actually a 9 to 10 yard run there by Rudy Tutea. Beautiful carry. Beautiful execution. They're running a 4-1. Handoff to Bridges. He cuts back. Breaks the tackle and finally gets brought down for the 1st down. And Tampa Bay is going to waste their 3rd and final timeout. And it's 1st and 10 DC with a minute 36. as much as I hate to call games with over 90 seconds left, over a minute and a half left, this game's over as Rudy Tutea takes that knee, and they're in victory formation. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a wonder to have you all with us. You just witnessed the DC Knights taking out... Dude, the DC Knights, keep in mind, last season, I think they won a combined 2 games. They come out here and like, kid you not, Aaron Donald Jr., that right end we were talking about, he got traded. Oh, Simmons, the defensive lineman, he's out for injury, out for the game. But take it as this Aaron Donald Jr. was sent to the DC Knights as punishment last season because he talked poorly about his team. You know, he wasn't sent to another good team for good draft picks. He was sent to the DC Knights. And with that being said, this team just came out here and wiped the team that went to the conference championship. That doesn't tell you anything about football. I don't know what does. It's just the game MVP is Rudy Tutea Jr. went 10 for 15, 133 yards and 2 touchdowns. Defensive side of the ball, Warner, linebacker with 1 sack, 2 TFLs, and a forced fumble. That's the end of the game. 17-7, Noah Lee, 12 for 17, 149 yards, 1 touchdown. Look at the game stats. Tampa Bay, defensive-wise, Barrett had 2 TFLs and 4 tackles, so he did quite well himself. Warner also had a forced fumble. We didn't see that on the main screen. Take a look at it. Let's go ahead and look at our team leaders now for each team. Rushing, Bridges, 3.9 average, 63 yards and 16 carries. Reese, 16 for 38. So they actually, same amount of carries, almost half the amount of yards. And, you know, Bridges had 1 fumble. Reese had 2. Look at receiving. Johnson led DC with 2 for 26, 1 touchdown. Henry at second for 2 for 38. And then Perkins at 2 for 51, 0 touchdowns. The Tampa Bay Royals, Vincent Cosentino led 4 for 96, 0 touchdowns. D. Reese at 3 for 5, 0 touchdowns. And then Daniels 3 for 7, 1 touchdown. Defensive side though. I mean, 5 tackles there, 1 sack, 2 TFLs, a forced fumble. There was actually 2 forced fumbles there. Moss had 4. Yeah, I mean, it's just, that's football for you, you know. So total plays 42 to 39 by DC, 42 by Tampa. 24 rushes for 20, 15 to 22 passing. And then DC just had a lot more yards, a lot more rushing yards. Actually won the passing game as well. More sacks, and they had more they had less turnovers. Which is good. They had more turnovers defensive sided. That's right. That stat confuses me, but that just means DC forced Tampa to turn it over. So